Hello again, you extraordinary subscribers. Welcome back, everybody, to the Hemingway Land YouTube channel. So, in last week's video, I told a story, got a lot of very positive feedback about the story. People seem to enjoy when I tell stories. I feel like if people didn't, they would not be shy about leaving comments to the contrary. I, however, am always reluctant to do that. I am reluctant to indulge in such a fashion, even though it's my channel, and reluctant to waste your time. That said, some weeks, I'm in the mood to tell a story. And other weeks, we just want to skip right to special thanks. Special thanks to all our valued customers. Because some weeks, I'm very tired by the time I'm doing this video. Anyway, I got to tell you guys, when you spend 5.5 years building up a business as the de facto New Mexico land guy, and then as you branch in other states, you start to sell out of properties in New Mexico, sales get a little hokey poke. They get a little glacial. They slow down a bit. Anyway, so this week, special thanks to the following people who all bought some land from us in Valencia County. Eric, Ben, Jason, Tawanda, and Tawanda. Not two separate people named Tawanda, but rather the same person who purchased 2 lots from us out there. And that is the long and the short of it. That's the extent of everything going on here in sales for the past week. With all that said, guys, going live on the website this week, we are back in the state of New Mexico with more new properties in Baboom, Valencia County, where we are debuting another property in the enviable Rancho Rio Grande subdivision. Yes, guys, as you can imagine, this one was supposed to be listed a couple weeks ago when we listed the other two, but due to gross incompetence on the part of a notary, not once but 2 times, it got postponed until now. And just a reminder, guys, for those of you not familiar with it, the degree of difficulty on the job of notary is set somewhere around fog mirror. Whatever the case, much like the last 2 properties we listed, this new one is a generously portioned 5-acre parcel located just west of Berlin in this region right here, and more specifically, right here. Now, quick thing, guys, it should be noted that the satellite image you see here has not been updated in some time, and while this may look like a parcel that's pretty well removed and far from development and has terrible, if any, road access, if we go to the drone photos, you will see that, in fact, no, since the last time the satellite image was taken, the local power company has not only extended commercial power lines out this way, but they built a whole road to do so. And that road, conveniently, runs pretty close to the subject property within about 200 yards, give or take. Additionally, as you'll see in this next photo we created, residential power lines, not the commercial ones, but the residential ones, can be found roughly about a half mile north of the subject property here, along Marble Quarry Road. And because you really can't see anything at all in this image, anyone who wants to check me on this is encouraged to go back to Google Maps and zoom in on the road here, where you will see, look at that, the aforementioned power lines. The point being, guys, this one, despite all appearances to the contrary, is located in a developing region, sits pretty close to power, and has pretty respectable access. Also, as you'll see from the photos here, moo cows. Of course, the moo cows are sold separately, but they're out here, they're hanging out, and if you buy the property, they will be your new neighbors. Next up, also in Valencia County this week, we have not 1, not 2, but rather 15 new properties in the Rio Grande State subdivision. And this time, people, we targeted a very specific region in our purchasing, namely Zone 1. Yes, Zone 1, the designation that only exists on our website, but the designation which signifies the region closest to the highway, closest to development, and closest to power. And as I direct your attention back to the master spreadsheet with all these new properties, I will take you through the highlights. So first off, people, we've got these 2 lots located along the same road just west of 47, just east of Navajo Loop. And if we zoom in on the map, you can see that the one property is a 1.5-acre lot, or a combination of 3 adjacent half acres, and the other property is a 1/2-acre lot. There is exactly 1 lot that separates both of them, which, of course, we do not own. And I bring this to your attention not only because these are accessible parcels in a growing area, but because they both have power at the lot line, as you can regrettably only vaguely make out here on Google Maps. So you're going to have to trust me on that. Additionally, guys, it should be noted that we have what passes for a large property in this same region, just 2 streets north of here, which totals 4 acres, but is a combination of 8 adjacent half-acre lots. And, of course, this one sits within about 750 feet of that aforementioned power line, and realistically probably totals more acreage than you are likely to find, particularly in this region where everything is a cluster of half-acre parcels. Whatever the case, it is very close to these power lines, so likely not difficult to get extended, which means it should be easier and more affordable to develop. Speaking of power, speaking of development, our next 3 lots are located here, right on the edge of this dense cluster of residential home sites. Each of these are 1 acre in size, or rather a combination of 2 adjacent half-acre lots each, and all 3 of them are between a mere 300 and 750 feet from residential power lines, which of course should make them a lot easier and more affordable to develop as well. Additionally, as you can see when we pull back a little bit more on the map, they are all located within easy driving distance of the 304, which of course will get you back and forth into town. Toot sweet. I will let you guys review the rest on your own time. Suffice to say, it is a good collection of lots, all in Zone 1, with many very affordable half-acre lots priced at only $600. Speaking of Rio Grande Estates, we're also back in Socorro County this week with 1 new RGE lot up here, but this one's a good one, guys. You're going to like this one because it is located right here, just south of the highway. And as you can see on Google Maps, it's got a lot of built-up development around it, which means it also has utilities. In fact, if we eyeball the map here, you can see that it actually has power at the lot line along Glendora, this road here. And it also has them along the back end of the parcel, which should make this lot easy to get connected to the grid and easy to develop. Additionally, because it is so close to the highway, it means that all the roads out here are frequently trafficked and hence in good condition, which means you can navigate this region in any vehicle type. One quick thing to note about this property, guys, is that it is located in the 1000 block, which means it is not a full acre of land, but rather 0.7 or 7/10 of 1 acre. So it should be noted that this is right under that New Mexico threshold for conventional development, which may make putting a well and a septic system on the same parcel a little difficult. That said, there are numerous workarounds for that sort of thing, which the NMEPA provides guidance for on their website. Finally, guys, we got 1 new lot going live this week in Rancho Taos, up here in Taos County. And of course, this is an intensely popular area with zoning so lax it borders on indifferent. So if you are interested in picking up a new 1/4 acre lot out here, as always, I would encourage you to act sooner rather than later. These sell out fast. With all that said, going live on the website next week, we are back in Arizona for the first time in a while with some new properties roughly in the vicinity of Lake Havasu. Check those out when we return in 7 days. Until then, guys, thanks as always for watching, and we will see you in next week's video.